Hey everyone, welcome back. So this is going to be the follow-up Q&A from the short I posted yesterday, and we've got all the questions right here. And at the end, I do have some pretty generic ChatGPT questions, but I just thought it'd be good fun. Alright guys, let's get started with Christian Starek. I'm sorry for butchering these names, by the way. What are your goals for the future? And by the way, congrats on reaching 100 subscribers. Happy for you, brother. My goals for the future, in terms of YouTube specifically, would be to help people. Really, like if I had to put it in one sentence, it would just be to help people. But like in more depth, if it was just YouTube, I'd say I want to make a community that's entirely free. Everyone can just come in and join, and it's like a place for people to go and belong to. That's something I think will be really cool, and I'll really want to make that as soon as I can. But yeah, I guess those are my major plans for the future. Sick. Now, candy corn was taken. Good luck, brother. Have you become a famous YouTuber in memory? Oh, thank you. That's not really a question. Right, who inspired you to start a YouTube channel? By Anius. I'm gonna think that's how you pronounce it. When I was a little kid, I remember I would always race home, turn on the TV and watch DanTDM. You know, back when I was, 8 years old? He was my favourite YouTuber back then. And since then, really growing up, I started to get deeper into the whole self-improvement stuff, and especially Jack Piggott. I love the man to pieces, he's done so much for it. And I'd say he was probably my biggest inspiration to do the self-improvement stuff. But as a kid, I've always kinda had it in the back of my head because of DanTDM. I love that man so much. What content do you make? By I'm Asham. I usually, and hopefully will only do self-improvement content. I know it's really weird niche right now for all sorts of different things, but it's just helping people, confidence, speaking, stuff like that. That's what I really aim to do. But you know, we'll just see how it goes, I guess. Why did you start doing YouTube, and what are your goals for this channel? By What the Phyllis? What the Phils? I think that's just what it's gonna be. Well, I started doing YouTube mainly because I've always had it in the back of my head. And it was either gonna be like YouTube, or I was gonna go off to university and study law, which is what I'm still considering, by the way. We'll just see how these things lay out. But yeah, I mean, YouTube or studying law and becoming a lawyer. But I think this is really fun, and the one downside I always saw of being a lawyer is you don't know who you're defending. I mean, like, you know if they're guilty or innocent, so you're not really helping people. But by doing YouTube, I can help everyone universally. There's no discrimination, there's no someone getting hurt because I'm helping someone else. So that's why I really started to get deeper into this YouTube stuff, and that's why I'll hopefully keep doing it for as long as I can. Next, by Zorava07. I hope I answered that last one correctly, or to the best, so it made sense. Who's your favourite creator? So a bit similar to who inspired me. My favourite creator right now is probably, you know, Outdoor Boys, Ramble On. Love Ramble On, by the way, really good YouTuber. Jack Piggott, Hamza, and DanTDM was probably my favourite for the longest time. But right now, I'm not really too sure. If I did have to say my favourite, I would go with DanTDM. I mean, I've watched him the longest. When I was way back 6 years old, I probably started then. That's who I'd have to say is my favourite YouTuber. Alright, and that concludes the YouTube comments I have. So now we're going to go into the generic ChatGPT ones. What can we expect next? Well, as I did say a teeny bit earlier, I plan to, at some point, launch a completely free community that you can just join. It's just going to be like a school group. Anyone can join in. As long as you're just there to really improve yourself and you want a community to belong to, then it's for you. There's no discrimination, there's no like, oh, you know, guys only, or only people who are into weightlifting. If you're in any version of self-improvement, you're 100% welcome. Just starting or decades into it, 100% welcome, and that's the biggest thing I really want to accomplish. And that's what you can really expect majorly in the next little bit. I mean, I'll still make a lot more self-improvement videos, especially longer ones now, tier lists, stuff like that. But yeah, that's what I would guess the forecast really is. What does self-improvement mean to you? Well, to me, self-improvement is you improving something you want to improve. So it's not just the generic stuff like weightlifting, meditating, journaling, all that stuff. It's just what you want to improve personally. I'll still do these things because I believe they will improve me and I want to do them. But like I said here a little second ago, if you're doing any version of this, you're still welcome. And I started a self-improvement channel. That's a great question. Well, I didn't want to do a gaming channel because you're just making games, you're just entertaining people. And that's not something I wanted to do for the rest of my life. I think, like I did say a little bit earlier with the whole becoming a criminal lawyer, you benefit one person, but you can ruin the life of another person. But with a self-improvement channel where you're just helping people, I feel as if you can't do anyone a disjustice, a disservice, or wrong. So that's probably why I'll keep doing a self-improvement channel, and because you can help someone so much with this. And that's the one thing I really want to do. Just help people. And my dream job, well, aside from me constantly talking about law and stuff, probably YouTube. When I was a bit younger, I was fortunate enough to have a rough idea what I wanted to do, and that was to become a politician and eventually Prime Minister of Australia. Still, that is in the back of my head, and I'm thinking I might do that one day when I'm a little older. But right now, for the next foreseeable future, this is what I want to do, and this is how I can help the most amount of people. Well, that does kind of conclude the Q&A. I have no other real questions. I mean, yeah. But like I said probably a fair few times now, thank you so much for 100 subscribers. We're still such a fresh channel, but everyone is so well connected. It seems everyone's so nice and welcoming. And that's something I'm really happy to see, and that's something I hope we can keep going. But yeah, brother, I'm not going to babble about for the rest of the day. I'll see you next time. Enjoy your day.